two important things happened to Sons of Nothing in 2002. The first thing was that we got invited to play the Flying Zion Festival. The guy who was responsible for booking it, this guy Carl Roman, had seen us play back in 2001, and we were throwing some Pink Floyd songs into our shows at that point, because Tim Hollinger and I were both Floyd fans. It was one of the things we bonded over. And he said, how would you guys like to come to a full night of Pink Floyd? Because Flying Zion was this sort of hippie fest, a lot of psychedelic music, jam band kind of stuff. They thought Floyd would go over really well. So we said, yeah, that'll be fun. But at that time, the lineup of Sons of Nothing was a trio. We needed some extra musicians to fill out the sound. So the second important thing happened, which was Tim's first choice to bring out more of what we were capable of, was a young Matt Meldrum. So we met with you.
I remember him calling me and saying, hey, do you want to come and do this gig? And I remember turning him down.
Yeah. Well, we actually had a meeting. We all went out to dinner and we chatted, and you were like, this sounds really, really cool, but for various time and commitment reasons, it just wasn't going to happen for you. And so we found some other folks and we did the show without you, but we couldn't let it go. And so when it turned out that this Floyd thing turned out to be sort of a fun side project that we wanted to continue, Tim was absolutely adamant that you had to be involved. So we knocked on your door again, and finally you were able to, make it happen. And we started rehearsing, and it was sounding really good. And then one day you were playing, I don't remember what in rehearsal. I think it was an Alan Parsons song, I think, or a Marillion song. I can't remember which one. And I was like, and immediate was like, okay, we're getting him in the original band too. Like, this is all going to happen. The final puzzle piece is in place. And you and I have been joined at the hip ever since.
That is true. It was almost immediate when we started realizing how many musical influences we had in common, that our musical vocabulary was just, instant from that time.
And you were the most talented person I'd ever met, with the least ego about that talent that I'd ever met. And I was like, well, this is going to be great.